Morning, friends. It's so good to see you here on Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Let's get you ready for this Tuesday ahead with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Because Thomas, you're not only telling us about rain, but also some thunderstorms that we should be wary of today.
Exactly. Thunderstorms mean that lightning will be present with our storms today. And because of that lightning threat, the National Weather Service has just issued red flag warnings for Spokane, Pullman, Moses Lake, and other surrounding areas. So that means we have heightened fire danger, but not because of a dry and windy day, but because of a day filled with abundant lightning. We now take you to Doppler radar, where these thunderstorms are ongoing for central Washington right now. The good news is that this doesn't appear to be very dry lightning, but there is so much of that activity. We certainly want to be cautious about that, especially since lightning strikes can occur as much as 10 miles away from the core of a thunderstorm. So that's what we'll be cautious of. Moses Lake, you've been seeing the thunderstorm activity for the better part of the last 2 hours. Looks like there's a cell that moved just to the west of Ritzville. And as we look over southeastern Washington, Dayton just got a thunderstorm as well. And we can see if that moves into the Palouse in the next hour. A lot to track. But again, the key message here is scattered thunderstorms, and lightning is going to be likely and scattered throughout the day.
At 6:02, a traffic alert for you this morning. Right now, I-90 eastbound is down to 2 lanes near the Altamont Street exit. This is a live look right now. You can see the flashing lights there on the right shoulder. The Washington State Department of Transportation installing a new sign for Vista Stadium on the right side of the freeway. So this is expected to be completed at about 8 o'clock this morning. So if you are headed that way, make sure to go slow and move over, and then as well as giving yourself extra time. We'll stay on top of this and let you know when things open back up. We are continuing to track 2 deadly wildfires burning in Spokane County.
Both fires started more than a week ago and have burned more than 20,000 acres. Now, for some perspective, that's about the same distance as driving from Spokane to Coeur d'Alene. The Oregon Road fire is now 44% contained, but still burning nearly 11,000 acres. 400 buildings have been destroyed, including 126 homes.
And the Gray Fire burning near Medical Lake is now 85% contained. The fire has burned just over 10,000 acres and destroyed more than 250 homes. Many of them, I should say, were homes.
Now today, anyone impacted by these fires is invited to attend a community meeting. It will be focused on debris management and how to safely clean up after the fires. Representatives from Spokane Regional Clean Air and Waste Management will be there. The meeting will be at Riverside High School in Chattaroy starting at 6 p.m.
And starting today, people who lost their driver's license in one of the fires can get a replacement card in a matter of hours from now. Today, the Department of Licensing will be at the Disaster Assistance Center at the Spokane Falls Community College. They will be there between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. in building number 9. The DOL will issue a replacement ID. People will get a replacement receipt on the spot, and then the actual ID will be mailed to them later.
As victims of these fires continue on the road to recovery, some businesses are collecting donations to help those who need it the most. The United Way is partnering with 3 local Walker's Furniture and Mattress locations to collect these donations. They're asking for any new or gently used household items like beds, pillows, or even towels. They're also asking for any personal care items as well. The locations are in Spokane on East Boone Avenue, in Spokane Valley on East Sprague Avenue, and in Coeur d'Alene on North Government Way. Today, several school districts in North Idaho are holding bond and levy elections.
Yeah, people living in the Nez Perce, Lewis, and Clearwater counties will be voting on a supplemental levy for the joint school district number 171. The district is hoping to pass a $2.6 million bond that would mostly go towards salaries for all staffing positions.
And in Bonner County, voters will decide if they will recall 2 West Bonner County School Board members. Members Keith Rutledge and Susan Brown are facing recalls. According to our news partners at the Bonner County Daily Bee, recall petitioners say Rutledge and Brown have failed to fulfill their duties to improve schools and education in the district. Polling locations open at 8 a.m.
All right, 6:05 now. It's time for your morning rush. More news in less time. New for you this morning, Spokane County deputies arrested 2 people for a stabbing at the Red Top Motel over the weekend. The sheriff's office reports 29-year-old Justin Billings and 26-year-old Savannah Timby got into some sort of argument. Well, things escalated, and then Billings was attacked with a piece of broken glass. Deputies arrested Timby for second-degree assault and making false statements. Billings was taken to a hospital, then arrested for a different warrant. Covering North Idaho this morning, Shoshone County is facing a potential budget crisis. Our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press report there is a $3 million difference between the county's proposed budget and anticipated revenue. The county will need to decrease their budget from $15.5 million to $13.5 million before the state budget deadline next week. The Board of Commissioners now looking for an auditor to find out what went wrong with the county's expenses. And the Mariners' hot streak continues. A victory over the Oakland A's last night gave the M's their 20th win of the month, setting a new club record actually. Right now, the Mariners remain first in the AL West. And then this was pretty cool. Throughout last night's game, the M's honored the heritage and culture of Indigenous people across the Pacific Northwest. Earlier this month, the team announced a multi-year partnership with the Muckleshoot Indian tribe. And that is a look at your morning rush.
We have a variety of different alerts weather-wise this morning due to the scattered thunderstorms that'll be present all day long. You saw the red flag warnings earlier, but we also have flood watches for northern Washington and most of North Idaho. This is for heavier rain with these thunderstorms, not just today, but through Wednesday morning as well. So the timestamps, as you see, go through Wednesday. So the rain stays with us a bit longer than, say, the severe storms. And then we also have a marginal risk for severe weather. That's a category that highlights the strength of these storms. So we have the potential for damaging winds and hail with the strongest thunderstorm cells. At the moment, we do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings, but of course, we'll pass along that information to you when these storms do ramp up in strength. And for Spokane, that's probably later on in the afternoon, as early as 2 o'clock, but more likely after 5 o'clock this afternoon.
This morning, we have new details on what could have started one of the Lahaina wildfires on Maui earlier this month.
According to the Hawaiian Electric Company, power lines that fell during high winds seem to have caused the morning fire on August 8th. So Maui County filed a lawsuit against the electric company, blaming them for failing to shut off power despite high winds and dry conditions. The electric company says power lines in West Maui had been off for more than 6 hours by the time a second afternoon fire began in the Lahaina area. The electric company says the cause of that afternoon fire has yet to be determined. In the meantime, officials say 99% of the impact zone in Lahaina has been searched as the death toll stands at 115. Since the Maui wildfires, we've seen people and businesses from Spokane's Pacific Islander community all come together to help those who have been impacted there the most. And one of those businesses is a new food stand, Hapa Hawaiian Grill.
Yeah, today they are at the Fairwood Farmers Market in North Spokane. Our Nicole Hernandez caught up with them about the support they've seen from the community as a new business.
Despite the apron,
Right.
Derek Medina is not a career chef.
Actually, I was a strength and fitness coach for almost my whole adult life.
Until this summer.
Week 13 right now.
In just 13 weeks,
What can I do?
Derek and his wife Marcy
Okay.
have found their passion.
I've kind of always wanted to do this.
You can see and of course taste Derek's passion for Hawaiian cooking.
So I grew up in Hawaii, and this is basically our version of Hawaiian style plate lunch.
For now, the menu is small.
We just want to share it with the community and go from there.
You can only find them under this tent twice a week at the Perry Street and Fairwood Farmers Markets.
The main idea for this year was to see if there's a place for what we're trying to offer.
The proof is in the people.
I think we've had one set of new customers.
That means people are coming back for seconds, even thirds.
Hey, one chicken plate.
Because if you haven't noticed, Derek just keeps on chopping and scooping.
We're getting a lot of support, so at each market that we go to.
Support is an understatement.
Thank you for coming.
Hapa Hawaiian pretty consistently sells out by the end of a market.
Good eats. in our style, local kind grinds.
Their style is community.
Sharing the spirit of aloha through food. I think that's a common thing in any culture, but especially in Hawaii.
That spirit of aloha is something Derek has found here in the farmers market.
Yeah, it's just a cool vibe.
After the summer, though,
Long term, I'd love to be able to open a brick and mortar if we can find the right Right location, the right spot that works.
But for now, this spot is keeping Chef plenty busy. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.